Hey everyone, welcome back to Scorecard Collectibles. Dave here, and I am so excited you could join me for my first Footy Stars album update for 2022. We will be going through all of my Footy Stars inserts from the normal Footy Stars, from Footy Stars Jumbo, and Footy Stars Prestige. So we have a lot to get to today, so let's jump into it with our purple parallels. And we have quite a lot of the Adelaide cards. We've got 5 of them there. And we have no Brisbane at all. No Brisbane purples have appeared whatsoever. We've got 3 blues here with Cripps, Martin and Makai. I've got 4 pies, which is really fantastic. Taylor Adams, Cripps, Elliott and Maynard. We've got 2 bombers there with McGrath and Hind. Of course, I am using the white paper behind each so that you can see better what I have picked up, because there are a lot of gaps. We've got for the Dockers, Brayshaw, Darcy and 5, as well as Alex Pearce, as well as Nathan Wilson. We've got Blixovs and Dangerfield for the Cats. We've got Mitch Duncan, Tom Green for the Giants. Then we've got Toby Green and Nick Haynes and Lockie Whitfield. We've got 4 Suns here with Brandon Ellis, Ben King, Jack Lukosius and David Swallow. I've got 3 Hawks. Scory, that's 3. Bruce, Lewis and McAvoy. Oh, there we go. I was just having a premonition that we do actually have 4 Hawks. There with James. We've got the Demons with Brayshaw, May and Clayton Oliver. We've got 4 Roos here with Cunnington, Larkey, LDU and Ben Makai. Then we've got Jack Siebel there, so that's 5. We've got Travis Boak, Darcy Byrne-Jones for Port. We've got 2 Tigers here with Trent Cotchin and Shane Edwards, as well as Jack Graham and Jack Rewalt. We've got Jack Billings and Bradley Hill. We've got 3 Jacks there. We've got Max King and Jack Steele for the Saints. We've got Oliver Florin and Buddy. Oh, that is the most full page we have. We've got Isaac Haney, Josh Kennedy, Jake Lloyd, and Luke Parker and Dane Rampy for the Swans. And then we've got Jack Darling and Andrew Gaff for the Eagles. And then we've got Tim Kelly. And for the Bulldogs, we've got Bontempelli. And we also have Lockie Hunter and Jack McRae. And we turn over and we've got the AFLW purple parallels. We've got Anderson and Bates for Brisbane. Harrington for the Blues. We've got Brittany Benici for the Pies. We don't have any. Could be Freo, I think it's Freo. But we've got Meg McDonald and Nina Morrison for the Cats. We've got Alicia Eva for the Giants, and Lauren Ahrens and Sarah Perkins for the Suns. We've got a missing team. We've got North with Jasmine Garner. We've got Katie Brennan and Monique Conti for the Tigers, and Georgia Patrikios and Tiana Smith for the Saints. And we've got Isabella Lewis for the Eagles, and Ali Blackburn and Isabella Huntington for the Doggies. Now, up next, these are from Jumbo. These are the Sunset Parallels. Now, these are even harder to get for me than the purples, because you get, I think they're like 1 every 3 packs, or are they 1 every 2? I can't remember, but I've opened up way more normal than Jumbo. So yeah, I'm going to have way less of these. So I've just popped them in team order. I'm not even trying like the purples to get the whole set. But let's have a look. We've got Tom Duday for the Crows, along with James Rowe and Lockie Scholl. We've got Harris Andrews and Lockie Neal for the Lions. We've got Adam Sard and Silvani for the Blues. No pies in the Sunset, but we do have Nick Hind and Jake Stringer for the Bombers. Alex Pearce for Freo. We've got Mitch Duncan and Gary Rowan for the Cats. Cogs and Perryman for Giants, Matt Rowell for the Suns, Gunston for the Hawks, Jake Lever and Clayton Oliver for the Demons. We've got Goldie and Makai and Jai Simpkin for North. We've got quite a few Port sunsets with Aaliyah, Darcy Byrne-Jones, Charlie Dixon and Xavier Dersma and Robbie Gray. We've got Tom Lynch for the Tigers, Dusty, we've got Oliver Florent and Buddy in the sunset. We do have, there are only Swans, I think. Maybe, oh no, actually I think we have a lot of Swans. But we did have them next to each other in the purple. We've got Tim Kelly, Dom Sheed for the Eagles, and Tim English and Jack McRae for the Bulldogs. And then for AFLW, we've picked up 6. We had most of those in the purple. So now we have our 30-year foil cards, the seal celebrating 30 years of Select. And we've got Tom Duday, we've got Jacob Wiedering, Darcy Moore, Nick Cox, Jake Stringer, Michael Walters, Stephen Cornelio, Josh Kelly, Harry Perryman, Lockie Whitfield. So we've got 4 Giants. We've got Tom Mitchell and Chad Wingard. We've got Angus Brayshaw. We've got Goldie and Stevenson, Aaliyah, Scott Lysette. We've got Dion Prestia for the Tigers. We've got Rowan Marshall, Seb Ross and Paddy Ryder for the Saints. We've got Isaac Heaney, Luke Parker and Dane Rampy for the Swans. We've got Jeremy McGovern for the Eagles and Jack McRae and Bailey Smith for the Doggies, as well as Adam Treloar. And then in the AFLW, we've picked up 9. So we've got Jamie Stanton, Alicia Eva, Tyler Hanks, Madison Pressbarkis, Darcy Vestio, Brianna Davey, Amy McDonald, Hayley Miller, and Emma Kearney. Now let's go through the inserts. So we kick things off with the paint starbursts. We've picked up Ben Keys, Seedsman and Scholl for Adelaide. We've got Joey Danaher and Lincoln McCarthy for the Lions, Tom de Koning for the Blues. Adam Sard is the other Blues we've got. We've got 2 pies with Josh Dacos and Isaac Quainer. We have picked up all of the Dons with Nick Cox, Kyle Langford, and Laverde and Mason Redman. We've got 3 of the Dockers with Mundy, Schultz and Sarong. We've got Jed Buse and Jeremy Cameron for the Cats, as well as Mark O'Connor. We've picked up Tom Green and Josh Kelly for the Giants. We've got 3 Suns with Noah Anderson, Hugh Greenwood and Isaac Rankin. Turn the page. We've picked up 2 Hawks with Will Day and Tom Phillips. We've got the Demons with Jake Lever and Kazaya Pickett. We've got 3 of the Roos with Ben Makai, Jaden Stevenson and Cam Zerha. We've got 2 Port with Kyle Amon and Charlie Dixon. Camden McIntosh for the Tigers. Absolutely love that mo. Absolutely awesome. We've got Josh Battle and Hunter Clark for the Saints. We've got Will Hayward for Sydney. I think we picked that up not that long ago. Also James Rowbottom. We have 3 Eagles with Oscar Allen, Tom Barras and Josh Kennedy. And we have 2 of the Bulldogs with Tom Liberatore and Cody Waitman. So let's now go through the game breakers. So we have 3 Crows with Fogarty, Thilthorpe and Tex. Got 2 Lions with Charlie Cameron and Lincoln McCarthy. 2 Blues with Jack Martin and Harry Mackay. 2 Pies with Darcy Cameron and Josh Dacos. We actually have 4 Pies with also Bo McCreary and Brodie Myercheck. We've got 3 Bombers with Anthony McDonald, Tipper Woody, Will Snelling and Jake Stringer. We've got Liam Henry for the Dockers, as well as Lockie Schultz and Matt Taberner. For the Cats, we've got Jeremy Cameron and Tom Hawkins. We've got a lot here. We've got 4 Giants with Harry Himmelberg, Jesse Hogan, Josh Kelly and Daniel Lloyd. And then we've got 3 sons on this page with Josh Corbett, Ben King, and Alex Sexton. And then we've got 4 Hawks. We're only 1 away from having all of the Hawks. We've got Luke Bruce, Jack Gunston, Jacob Kositsky, and Dylan Moore. We've got 2 Demons here with Ben Brown and Bailey Fritsch. And no more Demons on this page, but we do have 3 Roos with Jack Marnie, Taron Thomas, and Cam Zerha. We've got, I think we have all of the Port. We've got Dixon, Fantasia, and Georgiades. And we should have 2 we do on this page with Todd Marshall and Connor Rosie. For the Tigers, we've picked up Jake Arts, and we also have Jason Castagno. For the Saints, we've got Jack Billings, as well as Tim Membry. For the Swans, we've got Isaac Heaney, Logan McDonald, and Tom Papley. We've got Oscar Allen for the Eagles. And we've got another one. We've also got Jack Darling. And then finally, our 3 Bulldogs with Marcus Bontempelli, Josh Bruce, and Anthony Scott. We'll keep things landscape because here are our milestones that we have picked up. Now, how I put the cards in my album is I like to put all the 100 games together, all the 150s, etc. The official way that they are numbered is they are go by team. So all of Adelaide will be at the start. So you'll have all of Adelaide's 100 games, or 150, 200, 250, etc. But I just like putting the same milestone all together. So yes, I mean obviously you can put your cards in however way you find aesthetically pleasing. So let's have a look at my 100 game milestones. We've got Eric Hipwood, Jacob Wiedering, Sam Reed, I can't read that, it's Jacob Hopper, of course. We've got a million Jacob Hopper cards. We've got Segler, Clayton Oliver, Brayshaw, Aidan Core, and Tom Clary. Turn the page, and then we've got Jason Castagna and Daniel Rioli for the Tigers. We've got a lot of red on this page. We have 3 Saints with Jack Sinclair, Jack Steele, and Brad Crouch. And for the Swans, we have George Hewitt and Tom Papley. Then for our 150 games, we've picked up 8 of those. We've got Ryan Lester, Nick Haynes, Alex Sexton, Tom Mitchell, Jack Viney, Harry Cunningham, Jeremy McGovern, and Jason Johannesson. Where it does look weird, it looks like it's an I. The J in his name is kind of a bit weird. But yes. So those are our 150s. Then we have also picked up 8 200 game milestones. We've got Zorko, Ed Kerno, Jordan Roughhead, Luke Dalhouse, Cam Guthrie, Brad Shepherd, Nick Nat Anui, and Brandon Ellis. Don't know why that's there. That should be there. So yeah, that's clearly come late in the day and I haven't popped it in properly. And then we have 3 250 game milestones, if that will focus. Thank you. We have Steel Side Bottom for the Pies. We've got Sean Higgins for the Cats and Robbie Gray for Port Adelaide. So those are my milestones. Let's now turn things around and we'll zoom out a bit so we can see. We now have the starbursts, the ice starbursts. We might move you over there. Now, these of course come from the jumbos. So let's have a look at what I've picked up. We've got Zach Bailey and Brandon Starcevich for the Lions. So no Adelaide ice that we've picked up. We've got Jack Martin for the Blues. I've picked up 2 pies. We've got John Noble and Caleb Poulter. And if you can remember back to the paint, I do have Dacos and Quainer. So I've kind of technically picked up all 4 of the pie starbursts, just 2 in the paint and 2 in the ice. So that's cool. We've got Kyle Langford and Mason Redmond for the Dons, we've got Lockie Schultz for the Dockers and Mark Blitzovs for the Cats. We've got Tom Green for the Giants, Noah Anderson's Sons, Luke Bruce and Jack Gunston for the Hawks, Hunt and Pickett for the D's. We've got Zohar for the Roos. We've got Carl Amon and Mitch Georgiades for Port, as well as Ollie Wines for the Tigers. We've got Bolter and Pickett. We've got Ben Long for the Saints and Rowbottom for the Swans. Oscar Allen for the Eagles, and for the Bulldogs we've got Adam Treloar and Bailey Williams. And then the third variation of the Starbursts, we do have the Shatter variants that you can only find in the starter packs. We have got Ben Keys, so Adelaide. We've got Zach Bailey and Joe Danaher for the Lions. Tom de Koning. We've got Isaac Quainer in the Shatter. We've got Nick Cox and Jaden. We've got Caleb Sarong, Jed Buse. We've got Mark O'Connor. We've got Josh Kelly. We've got Isaac Rankin, Will Day, Jaden Hunt, Ben Makai, Jaden Stevenson, Carl Amon. We've got Noah Bolter for the Tigers, as well as Jack Rewalt. We've got Hunter Clark. We've got Nick Nat. That's awesome. Really love that one. And Bailey Williams. Now we've got our blank canvas cards from Jumbo, and we've picked up Ben Keys, Joe Danaher, Taylor Adams, Caleb Sarong, Zach Toohey, Jacob Hopper, Ben Cunnington, Travis Boak, Ollie Wines, and Shannon Hearn on the page by himself. At the moment, our lowest numbers, we've actually got two 009s, which is really cool. So Ben Keys and Ollie Wines are both 009. Taylor Adams is number 16. Jacob Hopper, number 50. That's cool. Yeah, no other. Shannon Hearn was 150. So yeah, so our lowest blank canvas, 009 for Ollie Wines and Ben Keys. So the Adelaide, both Adelaide clubs can't be separated there. Now we have our select highlights and NAB Rising Star cards, and we kick things off with round 1 with Patrick Cripps. Round 2 saw the Buddy 1000 career goals, that absolutely massive moment in the history of footy, absolutely huge, and of course the biggest highlight ever bought. Round 3, the match winner with Jordan Dawson, Willie Rioli, Matt Taberner, Jack Ginnivan, the Anzac Day medalist back in round 6. We've got Lockie Neal, Cam Zohar, Mark of the Year contender, Adam Treloar, the Rose Sudden medalist in round 9. Then we've got Max King and Buddy. And then the lowest numbers we've picked up was Matt Taberner was 42. We've got Patrick Cripps at 46. Ginnivan was 36, so he's actually the lowest that we have picked up. Let's just make sure. Yep. And yeah, Buddy, 1038 of 2,133. Absolutely insane. So then we turn our attention to the NAB Rising Star cards. And we've got round 1 with Nick Martin. We've got Jack Bowie, Nick Dacos, Josh Rochelle, Jai Newcomb, Jack Ginnivan again. We've got Jason Horn-Francis, Heath Chapman, Corey Durden. And then we've got Joel Jeffrey and Sam de Koning. These are the ones that we've opened up so far. And yeah, not a huge amount of low numbers. We've got number 37 for Corey Durden, as that's our lowest. We've got 41 for Sam de Koning. Otherwise, everybody else is pretty high. Even here, Jack, 421 of 438. So it's one of the last. Up next, I've got our Game Breakers from Prestige. These, of course, are the numbered variants with the nice rainbow foiling. We've picked up Fogarty and Thilthorpe. We've got Joe Danaher and Eric Hipwood, Tom de Koning and Harry Makai, Snelling and Wright. We've got Matt Taberner. We've got Luke Dahlhaus, Luke Bruce, Jack Gunston, Ben King, Bailey Fritsch, Cam Zohar, Jason Castagna, Max King. We've got Logan McDonald, we've got Jamie Cripps, Josh Kennedy, and Anthony Scott. We'll turn this around. All those are really big numbers. 669, 53. So Ben King is 53. That's like one of our lowest numbers. We've got number 5 for Tom de Koning. That is our lowest game breaker. Let's now go through the numbered milestones that came from Prestige, and we've got Sam Menengola 100 games, and that was number 115. These were numbered out of 195. We picked up Trent Dumont 100 games for the Roos, and that's 110. We've got Tom Clary for Port 100 games, and that's 166. We also picked up a Brad Shepherd 200 game milestone, and that is number 90. And we also got a 250 game milestone for Sean Higgins for the Cats, and that was number 117. So all very quite high numbers, except for we do have Clayton Oliver for the D's 100 game milestone, and that was number 9. So that's very, very cool. But then, not to be outdone, we also got Max Gawn, 150 game milestone, and he was number 10. So I love that we got 2 D's milestones, number 9, number 10. Very close to jumper numbers, both of them. Max just one off. Clayton, I think 4, if I can count correctly. But yes, very, very close, and I think it's very cute that number 9, number 10 for those. So here we've got our Prestige coloured parallels. We've got our pinks. These are the most common coloured parallel from Prestige. And we've got Riley O'Brien, Jared Lyons, Darcy Moore, Dylan Shield, David Mundy, Cam Guthrie, Callan Ward, Tuke Miller, Lockie Weller. And we've also got Ben McAvoy, Angus Brayshaw, Jai Simpkin, Jack Rewalt, Paddy Ryder, and Aaron Norton. The numbers, we've got the numbers of note. We got Callan Ward number 19, 201's kind of cool, 79, 96 for Darcy Moore. So these are out of 325. We've got number 5 for Aaron Norton. So that is our lowest of the pinks there. Then we've got our oranges. So we come back here. We've got Tom Duday, Lockie Neal, Adam Sard, James Aish, Lockie Whitfield, Jared Witts, Max Gawn, Clayton Oliver, Jack Steele, and Callum Mills and Jack McRae. And looking at the numbers, we've got Lockie Whitfield number 7. That's our lowest of the orange. We got number 37 for Jack Steele. Clayton Oliver was 99, which was kind of cool. Jack McRae 48. So the oranges are out of 210. Tom was number 46. So yeah, Lockie Whitfield's the lowest at 007, and it was one off a jumper number. Then we've got our blue parallels. Our blues, you get on average 2 per box, and we have got Rory Laird, Brodie Smith, Zach Williams, Braden Maynard, Shannon Hearn, and Tim English. And the numbers on those, we got Rory Laird 008, so that's our lowest blue. So the blues are out of 110. So we got 64, 76, 79, 88, Brainard's on 48. So here's our second lowest blue. Now let's go through our box hits, and we will kick things off with our daylight classifieds from normal Footy Stars, and then we'll have the midnight classifieds from Prestige, and we'll go in the order that they are classified in the top 150 players of the AFL. And we did get Nick Nat number 1, and he was numbered 157 of 270. We've got number 8 with Max Gawn, and that was number 46. We've got number 10, Jared Lyons for the Lions. So we've got 3 players in the top 10, which is really, really cool. He was number 34. And we've also got number 39, Josh Kelly. For the Giants, that was number 67. We've got Joel Selwood, ranked number 43, and that was card 208. We've got Paul Seedsman, ranked number 90, and that was card 103. It'd be kind of cool to get a number that is the same as their rank. But Mitch Duncan definitely is not card 109. Because if you remember when we pulled this, there was much excitement because he was 001. So that was super exciting. So Mitch Duncan there ranked 101, but number 1 for us. Then in our Midnight Classifieds, we have picked up 3. We've got Zach Merritt for the Bombers, classified number 16. He was number 44 of just 60. So these, of course, come from Prestige. So they're only numbered out of 60. So he's at 44. We've got Jacob Hopper, number 63. And Jacob was 50. And Brandon Parfitt was, I think, came from our first box that we opened. And he was classified 133. And that was number 22 of 60. So then we have our numbers, our daylight numbers from normal Footy Stars and our midnight numbers from Jumbo. So let's go through these. We've got Ned McHenry for the Crows, and he was number 147. These cards are numbered to 190. We've got Eric Hipwood for the Lions, and he was number 147. We've got Nick Haynes for the Giants, and he is number 29. We've picked up Luke McDonald for the Roos, and he was number 101. We've got Andrew Gaff, who we did pick up last week for the Eagles, number 143. And Bailey Smith, who I think came out, he was one of our first pulls on the channel for Footy Stars this year, and that was number 15, so a pretty low number there for Bailey. Then our midnight numbers we've picked up, we've got Rory Lobb for Dockers. I really like these designs. That's number 83 of 130, so they're numbered lower than the normal. We've got Jacob Hopper. Again, I did say that we'll be seeing a lot of Jacob Hopper. And he is number 120. We've got Cozzy Pickett for the Demons. And that's number 64. We've got Tom Jonas for Port. And that's number 29. We've got Stephen Motlop, again for Port. And he's number 4, so very close to a jumper number, but still very cool to get a low number all the same. And our third and final Port player for our midnight numbers is Zach Butters, and that was number 124. So the other box hit that you are destined to get from Footy Stars is the Fractured, and you get the Arctic Blue versions from Footy Stars and the Acid Yellow from Jumbo. So let's kick things off with the Arctic Blue. And from Carlton, we've got Harry Makai, and that famously was the jumper number. So very cool to get a jumper number always. We've got Jacob Hopper again for the Giants, number 133, so these are numbered to 190. We've got Brandon Ellis for the Suns, and again we've got another jumper number there. He was 5 for the Tigers, but changed to 4 when he went to the Suns. So that was very exciting. That was our first jumper number of the year. We've got Tom Lynch for the Tigers, and he was number 185. We've got another Tigers here with big man Toby Nankervis, and he's number 159. And then we've got Zach Jones for our last Arctic Blue, and he was number 91. These are our acid yellows from the jumbos. We've got Rory Sloane, number 5. So nice low number there. These are numbered to 145 as well. We've got Brodie Grundy for my beloved Pies, number 73. I've got Darcy Parish for the Dons, and he's number 121. Again, Jacob Hopper. I've got you in the blue and the yellow. And I did actually, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but I opened both of those cards off camera. Now, where are you, Jacob? We'll get you for this story. Where are you? I opened up some packs off camera, and I opened up a normal pack. I think it was a normal, I can't remember which one I opened up first, but I opened up a pack of normal, and I got a Jacob Hopper Arctic Blue. And I was like, that's great, but also annoying that I got a box hit off camera. Then I decided, if that wasn't enough reason to just stop and just stop opening cards off camera, I got the opening itch again, and I opened up a pack of jumbo immediately after getting this. And who do you think was in that packet immediately after this? Of course it was Jacob Hopper Yellow. So these cards were actually pulled back to back, which was, yeah, completely ridiculous. So yes. But I have learnt my lesson now, and I try not to open up cards off camera, because things like that, that would have been awesome doing that on camera, but oh well. Still a cool story. We've got Jarman Impey for the Hawks, number 135. And we've got Darcy Byrne-Jones for Port. He's 72. We've got Xavier Dersma, again for Port, number 44. Now, a lot of these numbers have been really, really high. So, Jack McRae, what do you have to say about that? What do you have to say about all these numbers in the 100s, the 140s, the 130s? Oh, number 1! There you go, Jack. We did pick this up from our Easter special, which was super duper exciting. Now we've got our green parallels. These are 1 per box from Prestige. We've got Tom Duday for the Crows, and he was number 38. These are numbered to 60. So that was a 1 off a jumper number. So close again. Been so close to a whole bunch of jumper numbers. And we've also got James Rowe for the Crows as well. He was number 13. So a backwards jumper number there. And then we also picked up Oliver Florent for the Swans. And Oliver was number 40. From our Prestige openings, we have also picked up 2 Brownlow leaders. These are 1 every 2 boxes. So that's very cool. We've got, again from Adelaide, we've got Tex Walker. Polled 9 votes last year. And that was number 60 of 80. They were numbered to 80. And then we also picked up a Tim Kelly Brownlow leaders. He polled 10 votes for the Eagles last year, and he was number 54. We've picked up 3 Brownlow predictors from Footy Stars. We've got Goldie for North Melbourne. We picked this up in the Easter special. That's number 67 of 185. We picked up the Jack Steele Saints Brownlow predictor from friend of the channel, Shanasis. Thank you very much again for that, buddy. Really appreciate that. That's number 156. And I think this came very early on in the year. We got a Nick Nat Brownlow predictor, number 38 of 185. We've also picked up 3 premiership predictors. These are a case hit, so very exciting. This actually came from our very first box. It was still exciting despite this being one of the, technically one of the worst really that you could pick up. But that's, I'm not going to say no to a case hit, and I have a soft spot for North, so I'm happy to get that, even though I know it would be impossible to ever redeem this. But that's okay. It's number 14 of 185. So that was a fun way to kick off our Footy Stars openings. We also picked up a Richmond Premiership predictor. A few years too late, unfortunately. but still exciting all the same. That's number 76 for that one. And then we've picked up a third one, which is just kind of crazy, the odds of that. We've got a Saints Premiership Predictor. So out of all of our three that we have picked up, this is the one that has the most legs that could potentially do something. The Saints. We got this from a starter pack, and I don't actually have the opening of this on the channel, but I do have it on Instagram. So I just filmed myself opening up a starter pack and thought if I get anything, can chuck it up on Instagram. If not, nah, I don't need to. But yeah, this obviously did go up because very exciting to get that from our first starter pack. So that was number 40, again, of 185. Now we've got our Virtuosos, which absolutely awesome. Look at how stunning that looks. The red looks so cool. This is the prestige version of the Virtuosos. So they have a red color and that just looks so cool. We got this in our first box that we opened. And that is, of course, the Dylan Grimes Tigers Virtuoso, number 25 of 50. So smack dab in the middle. Very cool. This is what they look like on the back. So that was our very first Virtuoso. And like I've said before, I didn't get a marquee last year from anything. I didn't get a showstopper. So this was absolutely awesome. And then just a few days after that, we opened up some Footy Stars and we got a Virtuoso from normal Footy Stars. We got a Matt Taberner Dockers Virtuoso. These are numbered out of 70. We got 68 of 70, so almost at the end. But yeah, as you can see, if we compare them, that's the black design, that's the red design. They are got that really cool smoke design, and that's what the card looks like on the back. So yeah, that's everything we've collected so far this year. And it feels like we have been collecting for ages, but it's been a few months. But yeah, for sure, have been having an absolute blast collecting all of this stuff. Let's just sort of randomly put it all out like there. We'll pop you there. Harry, there's too many cards. There's too many cards. Where's a pie? Come on, I think we've got very few pies, but there is a Grundy, where are you? There you are. We'll put you next to Harry, like that. So, there you go. Thank you so much for joining me for my first Footy Stars album update. It looks like a bomb has just gone off with all of the cards just strewn everywhere. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are enjoying your collecting as well. Of course, I'll be back next Tuesday to open up packs as per normal. But coming up on Friday morning, we will be opening up Footy Stars as we normally do on Score Centre. But until then, stay cool, take care. My name is Dave. This is Scorecard Collectibles, and I can't wait to see you next time.